Who should be in the game though?
Yeah, who should be in the game? I have to say,
y'all gonna watch?
I have to say, I hadn't completely thought it all the way out, but I have some ideas of who I want to see. I'd rather see some new faces in the game though. As far as, you get the same at least 11 players over and over each year.
Well,
I want to see some new blood kind of.
It's about to be shaken up a little bit with some new blood in the East, and then some spots opening up in the West with the migration of players like Harden and KD. But and even if we don't go a full on starting five, there's a couple players. I like Bam Adebayo. Starting to shoot the three a little bit here and there. Go ahead.
Hold on, Jay, because I think we'll probably agree on probably half of the starters. There's probably like one or two people that are on that Oxford looking at. So we're talking starters in the West, right?
Starters, and we can break it down.
On the East
forwards.
and West.
How about this? Instead of we'll do West forwards, so we can all kind of hash it out at the same time. Then we go to West guards or East forwards or whatever.
Yeah, that works.
So we can have some rebuttals during the time. So
Darren, who you want to see? Who you want to see in the West as far as the starters? I'm not talking about starters
reserves.
we talking about starters. Who you want to see? Whether it be guard, forwards, power forwards.
Guard-wise, I'm thinking about.
Oh, come on. This ain't even that hard, bro.
No, I
know who number one is.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking about Steph or Dame Dollar. Steph or Dame Dollar.
At the point.
Or just that guard, because they ain't breaking it down between point guard.
Guard.
Well, guard. But I like Luka too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but you got to pick one now because you can only get two guards.
I'm thinking,
you got to flip a coin, brother.
Because if you're talking points per game, Steph and Dame scoring more points per game. But I think overall effect, Luka has more overall effect, a little bit more than Dame.
Do you want
I'm gonna go Steph and Dame.
Okay.
Guards.
Okay.
I ain't mad at it.
I'm gonna say Luka.
I would say Luka too.
Just because, like I said, I want to shake it up a little bit, and Luka he's a starter.
So Luka,
not to take away from Steph or Dame, but I'm gonna just give it to Luka.
Luka and Dame, from team perspective, they both been disappointing. But I think they both have reasons too, because they both been banged up all year. But to me, I think just Luka. Who I want to see, that's hard because people love Dame, but I'm giving it to Luka. I think nowadays more people are excited to see Luka because he's new, he's fresh, like you said. I'm going Luka in that one.
I ain't mad at it.
I already know who.
I'm not mad at it.
I already know who hot take Jay gonna go for. Gonna do it, hot take.
No, I'm actually siding with Darren on the Dame Dollar because over Luka. I'm not even gonna. Steph is not even. We don't even talk about that.
Non-negotiable.
Yeah, you probably got some Steph draws right now.
Non-negotiable.
You ain't got it. We good. We know you rocking with your boy.
But Dame, Luka's efficiency has really
dropped.
He waxed us the other day, yesterday. But just in general, I'm waiting for him. He's mediocre at best on defense, which that's not what he's paid for anyway. So. But on offense, people compare him to James Harden, but that efficiency is 4 notches below. And I'm not giving extra Russell Westbrook empty stats credit to Luka Doncic just because he's the next golden boy. He is, and he's legit, and I like him a lot. But for him to level up, we gotta bump up that efficiency play.
The good thing about it is you can't go wrong because it's going to be exciting with whatever two that come out of that 3-man combo because it's going to be one of those three.
Paul George, he actually has been hooping. Every time I see some highlights, he
really has been hooping like with a vengeance. I think One, because I really do feel like he got a lot of flack with his injury, his shoulder injury.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't like fully recovered, but he looks extremely fresh. Like he looks good. He's shooting, dribbling well, penetration, passing, scoring, whatever. Like he's doing it all. I like Paul George.
Okay. You know why? I'll tell you why. Let me sprinkle that in.
Yeah, I'll be back.
Marcus, where'd your video go? Okay. He was embarrassed at the end of last season. That's one. Rightfully so. And he got $200 million in the offseason. And what I love when people get paid and they have guaranteed dollars, like he could go through through the whole season, through the whole contract, really half stepping. But when people take pride, and he said, I owe this guy, Mark Ballmer a trophy. That means a lot. I love watching somebody come out with that intensity, trying to earn their paycheck. So I think he's a man on a mission right now.
Definitely.
I actually had him over Kawhi in mind.
Yeah,
I do.
So
I do.
So when I for me the front court, you got LeBron, you got Jokic, and you got PG. And most people would probably give it to Kawhi anyway, off of name and reputation. And Anthony Davis might even slide in there over the Joker. But if we're going off of the three who's been the best,
who's really doing it right now, who's carrying the water right now,
then it's those three, in my opinion.
Gotta go with that.
Yeah. Mine, I'm still haven't sat down to actually watch Denver play. But every single time I look at these highlights and these stats, this dude is out here. And you and me, Aaron, we've been crucifying this guy because he will always be a defensive liability. But boy, I don't even know what was his name? Arvydas Sabonis. I don't even know who. Somebody who reminds me of this guy. He's out here. He's got the most skill I've seen. And let me ask you this. Does he have more skill? Does he have more skill? Does he have more skill, straight skill offensively now, just offensively than Joel Embiid?
Yeah.
I say, yeah, definitely.
I think so.
I mean,
Joel Embiid is just more physically overpowering.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Than Jokic is. But Jokic, man.
He played like an old man.
He a threat, bro.
He got that old man game.
A younger man's body. Like literally cognitively thinking on like how to create space, what shot's gonna work here, either a hook or up and under, or fade, or pull the tray. Like
you can't speed him up either. It's so slow. Have you ever play someone that's so slow? Like everything they do is so slow. You can't time it. Hey, listen. Hey, man. You always clowning, fool. No, hey, listen. Hey, but he's so slow. He's so slow with everything that you can't time the challenge on a shot. His regular shot is slow, and it's the same when he pump fake it. Right? Yeah. You just don't know what he's gonna do. You can't speed him up. I love everything about him offensively. Yeah. But defensively, that's
an underrated part of basketball that I struggle with my entire life is playing at your own speed. Always playing at your own speed. Him and Kawhi Leonard, like you watch them, right? And they just ain't rushed ever. I love it.
Although LeBron did put the clamps down on Kawhi the other night, clamped him down. But anyway, so what about was that power forward?
No, we did.
Well, so you got LeBron, Jokic, and Paul George, then, huh?
Yep.
Marcus, you agree?
I don't mind. Yeah, I don't mind that. Yeah.
Would you say Paul George over Kawhi?
That's a tough one.
And Jokic over Anthony Davis?
I think Paul George is doing it more than Kawhi this year.
Kawhi hooping this year too, though.
He hooping, but I think Paul George is. I'm gonna give it to PG.
Numbers wise, Jokic is outdoing Davis.
But the eye test too. But
like what we've seen Anthony Davis be able to do.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Here's
I like Davis. I like Davis more than Jokic.
Yeah.
But Jokic is really outperforming him right now.
Jokic just has to carry the weight too, because LeBron is doing it for the Lakers. Anthony Davis don't have to do it every night.
The podcast that I want to be is not. I don't want to be talking about favoritism and yesterday's, headline names. Like right now, Jokic is carrying the water. Paul George is carrying the water. You know what I'm saying? I'm not Anthony Davis pound for pound. Who do I want the next 5 years? Yeah, I'll probably inclined to take Anthony Davis over Jokic. But this ain't a rest of the year award. This is who's dragging their team through the mud right now. And Jokic is doing it.
I'm gonna introduce a new name. Christian Wood.
Next year, player.
Yeah,
if he didn't get hurt, then he was on his way to being selected as a reserve. No, are y'all talking more about who you think deserves to be voted as a starter?
Well, no. Who do you want?
It's an all-star game too now. Who do you want to see?
Yeah.
Who you want to see in the all-star game?
That's an honorable mention. I just giving recognition to people who are doing it now. I hate people who get like Dwayne Wade getting the All-Star his last year. Like I hate that. Like I want you to get recognition based off of the merit and the production you're giving now.
Yeah. And that's what I was talking about when I said, I want to see some new blood in it, not just because of the name of the person. And they getting so old where, everybody's just standing back and letting them do stuff just because they trying to let them go out with a bang.
Tim Duncan, Dwayne Wade invite.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Somebody asked Westbrook what he thought about the All-Star game. He gave us the best answer. He's like, I ain't gonna be there, so I don't really give.
That was recently?
Yeah, like yesterday.
Brody can be on my team anytime.
Although he's fun to watch an All-Star game now. He's fun to watch an All-Star game.
All right, let's move to the East. Who y'all want to see at forward in the East?
I think East is. Well, no, it ain't easy.
All right, at guard.
At guard, who you want to see, Darren?
That's the hard one. Is at guard.
Bradley Beal. I want to see Bradley Beal. He deserved it.
I like Bradley Beal. I'm gonna either. Dang, man. Kyrie or it's James Harden, Kyrie, and Trey.
It's a bunch. The guard and the
actually and Levine.
Levine as starter.
Is Jaylen Brown a guard or a forward?
He's a forward. Saving that one. Put that in your back pocket, bro.
I'll put him
where I'm going with it.
Tier 2. Drop him down.
Who?
Brown.
Jaylen Brown.
No. He's a forward, and we're gonna talk about that. We just put him in the other category.
We talking about guards now.
I'm gonna let you go and talk down on my
chance, man.
Well, what about Jason Tatum? What about Jason Tatum?
He a small forward too.
Yeah. I really first off, pizzazz wise, Trae Young. Trae Young is one of my favorite players to watch, bro. He's so fancy. He's so he's just so he's so funky fresh with it.
Yeah. Trae is like a young me.
Yeah, and I also like.
Oh
Levine.
my God!
I also like Levine.
You said Jay? Come on, man! I know you zoned out.
Trae is like a young me. Neither of us dunk.
No, I do not want to see no Kyrie Irving, no Kemba Walker, no.
You know what I just realized?
Like he hasn't even performed well enough to even be like.
I don't even know why he's getting votes, but Kyrie also. Kyrie, no.
Kyrie has been balling now. Let's keep it real.
He's been like eye test. He's been hooping.
He been hooping.
Yeah.
But if we going off like, I say Levine and Bill.
So winning don't matter.
Well, I said fresh blood, so I'll go with you on that.
I'm just going. I'm literally. I mean, fan favorite. Yes, of course, it's included, but. Pick wise, like who's been performing to be an all-star, I go Levine and Bill.
See, I think winning matters unless in Dame and Luka's situation, they're both underperforming teams, and they're both hooping. So then it's a toss up. But in the East, I think there's so many different guards that can have an argument to it that when I look and I see Bradley Beal putting up 35 a game, but they're the worst team in basketball, and I'm just like, I can't rock with that personally.
I ain't going off of who winning.
Yeah,
I mean because that whole thing.
But there's other. But I'm saying because
that whole thing could be that whole thing could be affected by COVID too. You know what I'm saying? So
they're not affected by COVID. They just suck. There's a tiebreaker element to it because I'm looking and I'm like,
the player itself don't suck. The team
like
sucks.
You got Harden, you got Bill, Kyrie, Trey. I consider Brown a guard. I think he played 2 guard for him. Levine, like y'all said, the ones that I would go with would be Trey and Harden. Those would be my backcourt.
No Bill.
Well, Bill gonna make it as an all-star. I just don't think he's the starter.
Well,
okay.
Harden. Only thing about Harden, how many games he played this season?
They had him on the ballot.
He played every game. I think he missed like 2 games. He ain't played every game in the East, but he.
There you go. R2D2.
He missed like 2 games.
R2D2 again.
Yeah. No, I don't know why they got him on this ballot. I don't know if I'm looking at an early ballot or not, but they had him on the West though. We're gonna have to change that up.
What about
I saw they had him number 3. I think it was Bradley Beal, either Kyrie, or I'm not looking at either Kyrie or Trae Young.
It is an older one. Okay.
What about small forward?
I think the forwards are spoken for in the East.
KD,
Giannis, and Embiid. And I don't think there's much of discussion to be had.
That's it. Nobody else say anything else. KD, Giannis, and Embiid. No.
Starters, yeah. I mean, if we ain't even going with, if we're not going with honorable mentions or
the other guys are great. They hooping, but these 3.
Yeah.
MVP candidates over here.
That annoys me because I like.
Say that, Darren. What's your argument, brother?
I like Tatum more than Giannis.
You do?
Game wise,
I think this is game wise maybe. But
I
the
know
numbers. I didn't even look. Let me go double check.
Numbers they about the same. Giannis like 27.1, Tatum 27.
I like somebody with some skill.
What else?
I wish I could just be 7 feet and just go run and dunk the ball. That takes no skill.
Giannis gonna have overall better numbers.
You're right. Yeah. Hey, but I just don't think that. To be honest, I don't think Tatum stands a chance at being voted in over Giannis.
Oh, not
why Giannis got the better numbers? Because the rest of his team suck, and they're gonna pass him the ball all the time. So he gonna have that better numbers artificially.
I wouldn't say artificially. First off, the All-Star game does not exemplify half of basketball, which is defense, right? And so that's not even really a discussion between Giannis and Jason Tatum. But if we're going to go off of All-Star game pizzazz and defense and the 3-4 extra rebounds a game that Giannis, then and you could argue merits. You
would be
All-Star.
sitting down Joel Embiid if you're going off of All-Star game pizzazz. Because we know the bigs ain't finna do nothing in the All-Star game much anyway.
Yeah.
Giannis is gonna be in the MVP discussion for the game. Jason Tatum, if he played in it and plays a minutes, could also get in that conversation. I don't see Joel Embiid in today's NBA.
Well, I am. So I'm a huge fan of Jaylen Brown. I was kind of lumping him in the forwards. I mean, he's 6'7". And you can, as a byproduct, lump him in as a guard on the Celtics, but really on 70% of the teams, he's playing that wing, and it's not even a discussion. But put it this way: if I'm allowed to just give an honorable mention, is definitely to him. Like the growth in his game, he's actually not, because Tatum is so close into his position and skill set, and that's Tatum's primary job, it's not allowing him to blossom as I think he would on another team.
But I actually think he's blossoming this year.
No, he is.
He's still doing it.
He is. But it ain't like you know, there's John Wall with James Harden, and then there's John Wall without. You know what I'm saying? And he still he's got to share.
You know who Jason Tatum reminds me of? Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown situation reminds me
T-Mac and Tracy McGrady.
T-Mac and Tracy McGrady, where they'd already ordained Vince, maybe rightfully so, as the guy, like the franchise guy, that there just wasn't going to be the room for T-Mac to blossom in Toronto the way he did as soon as he left. And Jaylen Brown is kind of in that same boat where they're just handing it like Jason Tatum, he's the guy. And it's like Jaylen Brown is this lockdown defender, outstanding athlete, two-way. Now he's banging out threes, putting the ball on the ground and getting it. Yeah. Every time I watch him, I'm more and more impressed with Jaylen Brown. Yeah. And if he's going in as a guard, then I probably would pick him over Trey.
Thank you for watching the Hoopz Junkiez Podcast. If you enjoyed the video, make sure that you like, subscribe, and comment down below. Also, if you want to check out a few more clips, make sure that you hit the bell notification so that you're alerted whenever we post a new video.